back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 Michael Myers 6 scale figure. Now I am definitely excited about having this, and I recently picked this up from Trick or Treat Studios. I'm surprised that it arrived so soon. So this is now available at Trick or Treat Studios if you want to pick up this particular figure. Now of course this is based on the second film from 1981, and this is my second all-time favorite Halloween film in the Halloween film series. Now you know there was another Halloween 2, like the one that Rob Zombie had did, but this is based on the original Halloween 2 from 1981, which was like a sequel to the original John Carpenter 1978 film. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about having this, and I'm finna get into this right now. As you can see, this is the packaging for the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 6 scale Michael Myers figure. It says, "From the people who brought you Halloween, more of the night he came home," like a theatrical poster, and it does say deluxe 6 scale Michael Myers figure. And of course there's like the poster, all new, and of course you have Halloween 2 right here on the side. Then you have an image of Michael Myers right here on the back too as well. Then of course, you know, it has like this way where you can just open it on up. You can see an image of the figure on the inside too as well, and it has like a read up over here too, so I'm gonna read that right quick. It says, "In order to appease the gods, the Jewish priests held fire rituals. Prisoners of war, criminals, the insane animals were burned alive in baskets. By observing the way they died, the Jews believed they could see omens of the future. 2,000 years later, we come no further. Samhain isn't evil spirits. It isn't goblins, ghosts, or witches. It's the unconscious mind. We're all afraid of the dark inside ourselves." So yeah, so like nice little read up right there too as well. So I'm going to open this on up right now. This is the background of the the aroma that comes with the figure. Now one of the things I want to talk about first with the figure is that, as usual, Trick or Treat Studios doesn't provide us with like a stand to support the Michael Myers figure with a 6 scale figure. So I do already have like a 6 scale U-style figure right here, stand, as you can see right here. Now I'm guessing that Trick or Treat Studios is eventually going to do that, because they did give us these stands right here, as you can see, for the Halloween Michael Myers 6 scale figures, because this is the one from the original 7/8 film. So I'm hoping that they do one for Halloween 2, like the Halloween 2 logo. They have like a stand, you know, with the Halloween 2 logo, and that'd be so awesome. And I am expecting they're going to do that, because they've done with the some of the other 6 scale Michael Myers figures. So I am suspecting that Trick or Treat is going to do that. And now for the figure itself. As you can see, this is it. I see he still has like that light type feeling to him too as well. So he has plastic on, which I will have to take off. So I'll take some of the plastic off. Now already I can tell the head sculpt is just awesome on this figure. But I'm going to get into that as I go into the figure. And yeah, he is like lightweight too, like the other Trick or Treat Studios like figures. Okay, there's the 6 scale Halloween 2 Michael Myers figure from Trick or Treat Studios. Now I have him on a stand, so I'm just going to measure him. And yeah, he's 12 inches. I can scale. So what I do first is talk about the likeness to the film and the articulation of the figure to itself. So as you can see, this is how he looks. And there's no question, like Trick or Treat Studios did like a good job with the mask. It really does look how the Halloween 2 mask was, which was the same mask from the 7/8 film. It just was worn by Dick Warlock this time, but as you can see, that does look very good. Like the likeness to Michael Myers. He even has like the blood wounds too, like from like the bullet wounds and stuff, you know, from Dr. Loomis shooting him. "I shot him 6 times." Of course, there's also like a zipper right here too as well. Now, this is one of the things I wanted to touch on too, this particular figure of Michael Myers. Now, when you watch Halloween 2, it does still like Michael Myers' clothes are like the coveralls or the overalls. I mean the coveralls, that he's wearing. They do like they're still like a dark bluish color, or even like black if you're not careful. But they really were like this green, like olive green type color, even in the original film. But even in the original film, like the way the film was lit and so on, you would think that his coveralls were a jumpsuit. I know they call it jumpsuit. You would think they were actually blue, but they really were like green like this. These are the shoes that he has on too as well. You can see the strings. Here's like the way the head is sculpted too. So I like how they did that too. That does remind you of how you lifting them apart too. And that's awesome. So I think the head sculpt is like fantastic on this figure. And this is a better look at the mask like up close. So I think they did a good job with this. It really does like the mask. But your question was the William Shatner, Captain Kirk mask, which they kind of altered. And again, this was the same mask from the original film. It just had Dick Warlock wearing it instead of Nick Castle. But now you can see like a better look at the coveralls too as well. You can see how greenish they are too. I just wanted to show that. And this is how his hair is like sculpted too as well. But yeah, there's no question like the light, especially when you like hold it down like this. Because you can see Michael Myers' eyes in it too as well. But when you like hold it down, it really looks good. But you can't see like his eyes in it too as well. I prefer not to see Michael's eyes. I prefer them like this, where you don't see his eyes. Now I want to continue to move on like through the figure. Now his head does go like left, right. It's like on the ball joint, so you can't like move it all around. Like he can look up, he can look down. Again, you can see the blood and how filthy and the coveralls look. I must admit, like it's too bright green, but apparently they were like this color though, And of course, he has like the pockets on the back too. You can like kind of stick stuff in. Yeah, they're like working pockets, so you can like put your finger in them. And these are his hands too, as well, like Michael's hands. You can see how they look. Now the body is still like loose like the other trick-or-treat figures, because his arms do go up like that, so you can't raise Michael like this. You can do an ab crunch. You can split too as well. He has bend in the leg. So yeah, anything, I know their figures are light. As you know, I would definitely recommend like having a stand for them, but they do like stand though. I would just recommend having like a stand for these. And of course the feet has like a twist and turn. You can turn the hands too as well. It does have a bend in the arm too. It's like a double bend too. So you can't like get like that much range on them too. But again, that mask is definitely superb. They did a really good job with that. Another thing I think is pretty cool with this figure is you can actually see all the bullet holes where like Michael was shot. He has like 6 bullet holes, with bullet wounds, like one up here on his shoulder, right here around his chest. You can actually count all the bullets, and there's like 6 if I'm not mistaken. Like there's 2 right here, there's even one up here, so you can even see the bullets. So that's pretty cool. Now I want to move on through the accessories that come with the Trick or Treat Studio 6 scale Halloween 2 Michael Myers figure. And this here is his alternate head sculpt. Another superb sculpting too, as you can see. It has like the blood tears. And the mask really does like the Halloween 2 mask too as well from '81. Yeah, that's a good head sculpt. And even in this you can see like the eyes too. Because I still do prefer my Michael like without his eyes, but you can like see him, especially when you like angling down like that. It really does look like him too. The blood looks wet too as well, but that head scar really does look how you looked at like on part too, the way he has hair like that. I think that's pretty cool. Awesome head scar. And then I want to continue on with the accessories that come with the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 Michael Myers figure. This here is like the pumpkin from the opening of the film, as you can see. Like when it's coming on the credits. Now, of course, this right here can even open too, as you can see. Let me try to be careful with it. It looks like it's like a rubber material too as well. I don't want to force it too far, I want to break it. But as you can see, it does open up. You can select the skull on the inside. One of the things cool about it is you can select the like that web and stuff that was on it when it was opening up in the film, like on the cheekbones of the skull. And that's pretty cool. Like it's peeling. And it does feel like this is like a soft rubber too. I want to take it further, but it looks like that's kind of far as it goes, though. I want to break that. But this is an awesome accessory, though. Because I was trying to see if you can actually just leave it open, but it looks like it closed back. But you probably can leave it open. I just don't want to damage it. Now up next, Michael Myers has 4 alternate hands, but a total of 6 alternate hands, or interchangeable hands if you count the 2 that he has on. He has now this is, I think, is pretty cool right here. He has like this hand right here, which has the scalpel in it. So I think that's a nice touch. I know normally we get the scalpel when we get like figures based on Halloween 2, they have the scalpel separate, whereas Trick or Treat Studios actually sculpted into his hand. Looks like you can pull it out, but it's actually built into his hand. So I think that is awesome. That's an awesome touch, because now you won't have to worry about it falling out or anything. So I think that's pretty cool that they gave us a hand like that. Then you get a left and right gripping type hands. You can tell, like, I'm sure some can go in these, or they're just like grabbing type hands, like he's grabbing or something. Then you get this particular hand here, and this is probably like your primary hand for like the holding like weapons and so on, or accessories. And the last of the accessories that come with this figure are the you get the syringe. This is how it looks. I notice mine is kind of warped too, right there. And I wonder if this can pull back. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just stuck like that. Because you would think the way it's designed that you can pull it out. Okay, remember you stuck with Nurse Janet in her temple, like stuck into her head. That was always a creepy scene too, because I like how Michael Myers just comes out the darkness, like his mask just fades into the light. Then he grabs her and stabs at the syringe into her temple. I think that was pretty cool. And of course, here's the L-Rod knife. Well, they just called it knife, but of course, you know, it's even like blooded too as well. Harold, you want mayonnaise on your sandwich? Yeah. Then you also get like a hammer too, you know, they use on the security guard. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty nice sculpting. So yeah, that's basically all the accessories that you have with Michael Myers. Then I wanted to show Michael with the syringe in his hand. I noticed that his hands, they came off pretty good. Well, like exchanging that particular hand was trying to get him to look how he looked at it in the film. It was pretty easy. It wasn't tight. That's how he looks. And again, I like how they have it like built into his hand. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, another awesome figure from Trick or Treat Studios. Now what I want to do is compare my Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 Michael Myers 6 scale figure with the original 1978 6 scale Michael Myers figure from Trick or Treat Studios. And again, these coveralls really were that particular color in the original film. But Michael always did look at this color, like, you know, like this bluish like color. That was how he looked at. And this again is another especially like the head sculpt, an amazing figure from Trick or Treat Studios. Then up next I wanted to show off the Halloween 4 figure too that I have too as well. So of course this is based on Halloween 4. The Return of Michael Myers. Then I also have a Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers right here too as well, which you can see. And these are some cool Michael Myers figures from Trick or Treat Studios. Then up next I have the Halloween 2018 Michael Myers figure too as well. You can see. So yeah, these are some awesome figures from Trick or Treat Studios. I would definitely recommend, especially if you're a fan of like Michael Myers, so I would definitely recommend picking these on up. Okay, there's the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 Michael Myers 6 scale figure. This is another awesome figure from Trick or Treat Studios, and the likeness to how Michael Myers was in that particular film is done very well there. The mask itself is awesome. Now I must admit, I'm even kind of like some of the other fans of songs, like the coveralls that Michael Myers wore. And they actually wear this color like even in the original one, but throughout the whole film most of the time like they were like a bluish color because like the way the film was like lit like by like Dean Cundy and so on. But other than that though, even like this particular figure, like the hair sculpt is like just superb on it. But even I still kind of feel like Michael did look more like a bluish type color, like his coveralls. But they were really like this color too as well, you know. Now again, this is my second favorite film in the Halloween film series too as well. On my all-time second favorite film after the original one. Like I like the original film, that's my all-time favorite from the 1978 John Carpenter film, and I like this particular film, them two the best out of the whole like Halloween like film franchise. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this figure on up. Now another thing too I want to touch on, I know they have Trick or Treat Studios have Halloween H2O and Halloween Resurrection 6 scale figures on the way. Even the Curse of Michael Myers, they have 6 scale figures based on those particular films on the way too as well. And even a Dr. Loomis figure, now that's the one I'm definitely excited about too as well. Oh yeah, and the 6 scale Halloween Kills Michael Myers figure I'm definitely excited about too as well. But yeah, probably definitely not the Dr. Loomis like 6 scale figure. I definitely want to see it, how Trick or Treat Studios are going to do that, being that it's based on like a realistic like face, not like a mask or a monster or anything like this. Actually based on like a human face. So I'm curious how that's going to turn out. Like would the likeness to Donald Pleasance be good on that figure? But yeah, I'll definitely recommend these. If you are a fan of Michael Myers figures, this is probably like the best Halloween 2 6 scale figure, well, Halloween 2 figure you can get based on like Michael Myers. I think this is probably the best I've seen from like any company from Trick or Treat Studios. So yeah, I'll definitely recommend picking this figure on up. And this is the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 6 scale Michael Myers figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.